Jerry Springer Show. I'm your host, Jerry Springer, and you're joining us for what's going to be a very special show. Today, we are going to be reuniting the members of two houses who, in their years living with each other, have done horrible and good things. I'm talking, of course, of Wuthering Heights and Fresh Cross Grange.
Ooh. That's awesome. Oh yeah, that's so good.
Yes. The two houses where it seemed as though love and happiness could never live. So, let's start by bringing out the man that started it all, Heathcliff. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Heathcliff.
Yeah, well, I was glad to have the opportunity to get some things on the record, Mr. Springer.
So, you came to the Heights when you were how old?
Young.
Okay, well, the Heights must have been a big transition for you. What was that like?
Yes, Mr. Springer, it was, as you say, a big transition. As you know, I was never received warmly. The only thing I ever have to thank the Heights for provided me with the scene of Kathy and my love play.
You said not received warmly. How so? Could you describe it? How did it make you feel inside?
I feel nothing inside. Except my love for Kathy, despite her follies.
Well, Mr. Heathcliff, this is what we are here for, to help you feel inside.
On the contrary, Mr. Springer, I'm here to collect Kathy and nothing more.
Well, let's not keep you waiting, Mr. Heathcliff. Can we get Kathy out here, Jeff?
Fell off.
Well, Heathcliff, you have your Kathy here.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I have you coded saying to Kathy, I love my murder, but yours. How can I? You sound pretty definite here. How do you feel about that now that you and Kathy have reunited?
That was a bad day, Springer.
I would just like to say that I know in some way Heathcliff can never forgive me for not being with him. But I'd rather spend the rest of my life trying to make it up to him than being apart from him any longer.
So, Kathy, with all due respect, I hear you're a married woman?
Oh my God. Well, sometimes we make mistakes.
By mistakes, you're referring to your husband, Edgar?
Yes! Big mistake. What?
Clever. Kathy, how do you think Edgar would feel if he knew that you and Heathcliff appear to be getting back together and that you thought of him as a mistake?
Oh, he's fine.
Is your name Kathy? Why don't we bring Edgar out and see what he has to say?
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yes.
Why don't you have a seat, Edgar?
Oh, I will. Yeah, great to be here, Jerry. Oh! You!
Oh,
Hey,
will someone?
Help! My dignity!
You're so fat. Right, thanks, babe. Yeah, she gave me my hat. Right, ruffles.
Well, I think it's safe to say that there's some mutual animosity between the two of you.
He stole her from me.
Yeah, he stole her.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So let's go to you for a minute, Edgar.
Yeah. Hi, Jerry.
Kathy seems to have made her choice here. I mean, was this completely unseen? Was there any warning to it?
Well, you know, Jerry, I sort of got the impression whenever Heathcliff came to visit, that, you know, I wasn't there.
Damn right you weren't.
Heathcliff, this is Edgar's time to talk.
Thank you, Jerry. Kindly, thank you. Yeah, and you know, Kathy never stopped talking about
Kathy never stopped talking about things like, oh, Heathcliff, like, rides horses like this. Or, that's not what Heathcliff does. But mostly it was, I wish Heathcliff was right here, like now. And plus, she wrote Mrs. Kathy Heathcliff all over the walls of our house. And I had to wash it.
Well, I was wondering how those got there.
But you know, Jerry, what's the point of hating him for that? If that's what you want, I'm fine letting him take over.
Well, that's very big of you, Edgar.
Yeah.
Unlike someone we know.
Hey, well, I got what I wanted.
Yes, but Kathy's not the only one we have here who is obstructed by marriage. Is she, Heathcliff?
What?
Let's bring out Isabella and hear what she has to say.
Bella!
That's so bad.
Hey, little sis. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Come sit next to Big Bro.
Just don't look at her. She's not there. Don't look at her. She's not even there. She's not there.
Welcome,
she's right
Isabella. Hi. Now, while Edgar had taken Catherine, be quiet, please. While Edgar had taken Catherine for his ride, you fell for Heathcliff's charm and agreed to be his. How was it being his wife at the Heights?
It was bad.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
how so?
Well, he killed my dog, and, he stabbed me with a knife.
Okay, that's true.
In the neck, and was just really mean to me. He always compared me to Kathy, and I always lost, saying I was not as pretty, not as nice, and a bad wife.
A bad wife?
Yeah.
I think you're hot, Isabella. Listen, okay, you blame me for your horrible life, blah, blah, big deal!
Kathy, you've been shaking your head over there. Now, you told Isabella to avoid Heathcliff, correct?
I warned her. Yeah, she warned her. Me. Yeah.
Heathcliff is a dangerous person.
I'm very dangerous.
Sometimes he gets confused with right and wrong.
I am a little confused.
I know.
And Edgar, you disowned Isabella for marrying Heathcliff, did you not?
That was a bad day, Jerry. Yeah.
Isabella, you had every warning against it. Why marry Heathcliff?
Well, I thought that Kathy was just telling me that because she was jealous and wanted to marry him herself. She didn't even put out.
Well, clearly she had your interest at heart when she warned you of Heathcliff's violent tendencies and shortcomings.
No, actually. I was telling her those things because I didn't want her to marry him. They're true, though.
They are true.
Heathcliff, you seem to turn into a sort of lapdog with Kathy around.
She's the only one I let critique me.
Not a lapdog.
No.
More like a Rottweiler.
Or a Doberman.
I can keep him in line.
She keeps me in line.
Well, I'm sorry that had to happen to you, Isabella, but you're apparently let off the hook now. So congratulations. Now, we're going to say goodbye to Edgar and Isabella to make way for some more guests. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jerry. By the way, everyone, I am single now. So if anyone wants a good man like me, just holler. Yeah.
Don't holler. Do not
He
holler.
ain't no holler back boy.
Don't holler at a player.
Now, Kathy, Heathcliff, your courtship began when you were very young, but it certainly was anything but easy to be together during those times. During those times as well, you two had many obstacles to prevent you from love, and yet it has apparently endured to this day.
Yeah, and forever.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Well, let's bring out some of those obstacles and see how they shape you two into what you are today. When we come back, we'll talk with the people who transformed your childhoods.
What child?